All right, you guys, let's just jump right into it. Congratulations goes out to Soul Man Freddie Jackson. Freddie Jackson has released a new album this year. It's titled My First Love, and he's dedicating it to the love of his life, his mother. His mother's picture, rather, is the cover of the album. The album has been released by Climax Entertainment, and Climax Entertainment released his 2018 album titled Love Signals. Now, we know Freddie Jackson from the hits such as Nice and Slow, Have You Ever Loved Somebody, Jam Tonight, Rock Me Tonight, You Are My Lady. He also had a duet with Melba Moore titled Just a Little Bit More. So Freddie Jackson has definitely been around. As a matter of fact, his debut album was released in 1985. So congratulations to Freddie Jackson, and I will be reviewing the album over here and letting you guys know what I think about the album as well. Congratulations also goes out to my favorite R&B diva, Angela Winbush. Yes, this lady, oh my gosh, she's just so awesome to me. Well, she has racked up quite a few hits throughout her career in gold and platinum plaques, and she has added yet another platinum plaque to her accomplishments. It's been reported that her single Angel that was released in 1987 on her debut album Sharp, that was also released in 1997, has now been certified platinum. So congratulations goes out to her. But congratulations also goes out to her because this month she's celebrating her 1-year anniversary with her new husband, Timothy Polk. So congratulations goes out to both of them on your wedding anniversary. Yes. Congratulations also goes out to R&B diva Mary J. Blige. That's right. Mary J. Blige had a movie that premiered on the Lifetime Network last month. Now, I actually had an opportunity to check this, to watch rather, the movie. And it was a great movie, but I didn't know anything about it. I actually stumbled across it while I was, kind of thumbing through the, channels, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, this looked like a interesting movie for a Lifetime movie. And so come to find out that it was actually a Mary J. Blige movie. Now, the movie is in two parts. The first movie is called Real Love, and the second movie is titled Strength of a Woman. However, it's the same characters, one movie split into two. So make sure that you check the movie out on your streaming services, your streaming apps. I'm pretty sure that you guys will definitely like the movie. Now, the movie, Mary J. Blige served as executive producer all of the movies, well, you can say movies, on her production company titled Blue Butterfly, along with Ashana K. Ayers and Q. Nicole Jackson served as co-producers. Now, the movie characters, Kendra and Ben, both of them attend an HBCU in North Carolina. And let's just say this movie is about two young individuals who fall in love and kind of out of love. And then they have to deal with the internal and external conflicts of that love relationship. So I'll leave it to you that way without spilling too much of the details. But it's actually a great movie. So you guys, please make sure that you check that out. And congratulations once again to R&B diva Mary J. Blige, as well as the characters in the movie. Congratulations goes out to Tracy Chapman. Now, if everything goes well, and I'm sure it's going to, because people are speculating, well, critics are speculating that Tracy Chapman will be the first African-American female songwriter who will have a #1 country song, and she will be the sole songwriter of that song. Now, Luke Combs has remade Tracy Chapman's 1988 hit, Fast Car. And it was a big hit for Tracy Chapman back in 1988. And it is definitely a huge hit for Luke Combs. And that song is charting all over the place in the United States, the UK, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. Like, it's charting, you guys. And so it's definitely a huge payday probably for Tracy Chapman. But another accolade could also be that she will receive the #1 country hit next week if everything goes well for her. So congratulations goes out to Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs. Congratulations also goes out to R&B diva Monica. Now, Monica has released a new song titled Letters, but that's not the reason why, she needs congratulations. She also needs congratulations because, well, the video has definitely been trending because her love interest in the movie is G-Unit rapper The Game. Yes, these two definitely share a steamy, if you will, tub scene, but it's not that steamy, you guys. I think the hoopla is definitely because her love interest in the video, not in real life. She's already shut that down. She has explained to everyone that it's just work, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're going to take it for what it is. But everyone is talking about it. So give the video a watch, as well as, go ahead on and, purchase the song however you guys purchase music nowadays. So please make sure that you do that. But of course, we know that The Game has no problems showing everybody why he has game, if you know what I mean. But he definitely did not do that in this video. It was very tastefully done and very professional. So congratulations to both of them on the video. Great video. Now, speaking of G-Unit, well, Young Buck, that's right, G-Unit rapper Young Buck, well, he's back in the news again, and he seems to be having some verbal and physical altercations with Afro Man's crew. That is, now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Afro Man, when I was back in college, didn't he have a hit song I called Because I Got High? Now, I've never followed the Afro Man, so I'm not quite sure, what other songs he has out. But the Afro Man and his crew was performing in Virginia, and so was Young Buck. They was performing at the same location. And now there are a whole lot of rumors or speculations as to what actually happened. There's video footage of what took place as well. Now, Afro Man, as well as one of his crew members, saying that allegedly Young Buck walked up to the individuals in Afro Man's crew to speak to Afro Man, and maybe he kind of tapped one of the guys in the stomach, basically making a gesture as to maybe kind of step aside or something like that. Well, anyway, it appears that that was not the thing for Young Buck to do. And it led into a physical altercation. And it seems as if several gentlemen in the video is showing to, well, actually be, hitting and kicking Young Buck. But thankfully, that's all that happened. No one looks like was seriously injured, according to TMZ and other social media outlets out there. It just seems as if there was, well, a disagreement on how you should approach someone when you're trying to speak to them. Now, there was other allegations about people, probably taking certain substances and on certain substances, but it looks as if, well, Young Buck is saying that it's not true. Afro Man's crew is saying that it's something totally different. You guys check that out for yourself and see, what, occurred during the incident. It is what it is, you guys. Be mindful out there. Now, The Weeknd, that's right, singer The Weeknd. Well, he has a series out called The Idol, And from the very first episode of this series, The Weeknd has definitely, well, he's not getting any positive reviews at all from this series, The Idol. It looks as if they were supposed to have 6 shows, and it looks like they have narrowed it down to 5. And speculations are that the show has actually been canceled. Now, no one is confirming or denying this, but definitely the show has been canceled 1 episode prior to the 6 episodes. And if in fact the Idol does return, then we are more than likely going to see a different Idol, if you will. People, oh my gosh, they have definitely trashed this from the very beginning. So, congratulations to everyone out there for actually partaking in the movie or the series. Congratulations to everyone out there. It is what it is. Sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're not. It's just what it is. Now, speaking of television, well, I did report over here last week that Tyler Perry may or may not have purchased BET in its affiliates such as VH1 and so on and so forth. And it looks as if Tyler Perry still has not sealed the deal when it comes to acquiring the television networks. Now, there are speculations that Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry is being asked to, dish out a little bit more money if he wants to seal the deal. And it looks as if Tyler Perry is definitely hesitant about doing this. Now, some people are reporting, or some outlets rather, are reporting that it's up to about $3 billion that they want for him to acquire the network. But we must keep in mind, the network is losing money. That's the reason for the sale, allegedly losing money. And so does this look like it's going to be a good deal for Tyler Perry to pay that much money for BET when it's losing money? And then there are other things that you have to keep in mind as well, is that, most people, they're not watching cable like that. And I have to tell you, I'm not watching cable like that, but it's because I just don't find anything interesting, on cable now. And there are certain cable networks, and I have to be honest with you guys, like when I stopped purchasing cable is when one particular cable provider that I did have, they were billing ahead of time. And I kept asking them, why is my cable bill so high? And they were double billing. That's the reason why I decided that I did not want to have cable with that particular company, because they were double billing and saying, well, basically you're going into a month with, being billed for the month that's coming up. So I decided to stay away from cable. But of course, now with all the apps out, you got YouTube and all the other additional streaming services out there, people are just not into cable like that. But you also have to keep in mind too, that Tyler Perry can also use this as an opportunity to, revamp the BET network and the other networks, and can be a leader, when it comes to where, movie and television is going in the direction. So it's very possible, but he's definitely is going to have a plan if in fact you want to make sure that he's going to get, the bang for his buck, if you understand. Now, it could also very well be that Tyler Perry does want a television network. He's always said that, and maybe it's time for him to have his TPS network, Tyler Perry Studios network. He definitely can do that, so maybe he wants to just say, hey, it's not worth it. I'd rather put the money into my own network and do it myself. Either way, whether or not Tyler Perry purchases BET and VH1 and all the affiliates, or if he does it on his own, Tyler Perry definitely will come out the victor in all of this. I'm pretty sure that he will. So we shall see. There are some reports saying that he actually has until mid-July to decide if in fact he wants to purchase BET. Now, that I think about it, one last thing. I'm also thinking that they'll probably try to increase the pay for BET, because with all of the excitement behind this, Tyler Perry being the first African American male to own more than one network. And so maybe they're saying, well, with all of this new, that is going on with Tyler Perry in acquiring this network, maybe they're trying to get more money out of it, because he's going to be the first African American male to acquire two networks, so on and so forth. So it also could be that as well, but definitely they're losing money. All right. Congratulations goes out to Angela Bassett, but I'm not quite sure I'm very pleased with this at all. But you never know. I also did a spiel about this, telling you guys to leave Angela Bassett's career alone, because she definitely will be an Oscar contender and receive an Oscar. Well, it looks like we're going to get that sooner than later. Angela Bassett has been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award. So she's going to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award for her works, okay, for all of the movies. So all of the movies that everyone has said she should have won an Oscar for that movie, and she should have won an Oscar for that movie, it looks as if that's finally going to happen. But she's going to receive one Oscar for all of her work. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's a little bittersweet for me. And as I dive a little bit more into the details of this, you better believe I'm going to give my commentary on this. So you might want to stick around over here and subscribe, because I'm definitely going to talk about it once I figure out exactly what took place and why now, okay? Why now will she receive that Oscar, okay? And also keep in mind, she will receive it with some other actors and actresses as well, who will also be honored. So again, congratulations to everyone involved. Now, I want to say congratulations to Vanna White. I do, but we're going to hold off on that one. Why? Well, it looks as if Pat Sajak is finally leaving the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Now, he's leaving the Wheel of Fortune, and it's been reported that he has been receiving $15 million a year. And Vanna White has been receiving $3 million a year since 2005. Now, Vanna White has been the only, you can say, letter turner. Can we call it that, letter turner? Over at the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just shocked and astonished that she is paid, in my eyes, so little. That's $3 million. And Vanna White has definitely been, around on the Wheel of Fortune since its beginning. Now, I also, when I heard about this, I thought about Monique. And maybe what she, thought about this. And I understand that Monique would say, well, she is the exception and not the rule, Vanna White is. And that, when it comes to African-American females in Hollywood, they are definitely paid less than Caucasian male, Caucasian females, so on and so forth. But that was a small sum of money to me, that $3 million. But also keep in mind that reports are saying that Vanna White does receive perks and bonuses. So compared to Pat Sajak's $15 million with the perks and bonuses, and if they are financial in nature, then Vanna White could very well be, being compensated for her salary, and it's in it aligning with Pat Sajak's salary. But I'm wondering, what is the budget like for those two over there, as far as, leading and co-leading the show? Like, is it, let's just say it's a $20 million budget, and in that $20 million budget is how they negotiate the contracts between the host and the co-host of the show? Is that what it is? Well, My advice to Vanna White on this one is that there are reports that Ryan Seacrest is being courted for Pat Sajak's position. Now, if that is in fact true, and Vanna White is definitely, probably trying to hold out to get more money, then my suggestion to you, Vanna White, would definitely be, if you can wait until you find out what they're going to pay Ryan Seacrest, then I would say wait, hold out, and see what they're going to pay him, because you can easily come in, renew your contract, because her contract is coming up as well. Renew your contract, and then the amount you will be getting paid could still be substantially, I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce that, lower than Ryan Seacrest. So you might want to hold out on that if you can. But now I'm willing to bet that she definitely deserves or should be paid an additional $3 million. So at this moment in time, I'm going to say it's well worth saying, hey, I need that $6 million payday. I definitely will say that for sure. Now, let's talk about another diva, pop diva, Madonna. It looks as if Madonna is trying to go out on a world tour, you guys, and it looks like it was going to be towards the end of this year. Well, due to some health concerns that Madonna is having, it's been postponed, and they're looking to pick this up in January 2024. Now, I don't know about you guys, but some people are saying, Madonna, just give it up, wrap it up. You should not be performing, and I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence with this one, because like most of us of a particular age, then we grew up with Madonna. So we kind of got a feel of what Madonna is like. And one thing about Madonna is that Madonna is definitely a diva who likes to maintain her diva status. And what do I mean by that? Well, she's someone who definitely wants to let everyone know that she can definitely, hang with the younger divas, and perform, and that she still, is relevant. She still has sex appeal. She's still that Madonna of the 80s and the 90s. And that's understandable, if that's how she feels about it. So that could be one of the reasons why Madonna is trying to go back on tour, just to let everyone knows that, hey, I'm still relevant, and definitely Madonna is going to get a lot of people to come out to her shows. People are going to want to see her perform, as well as hear, some of her classic hit songs. So that's one of the things. Now, the second thing that I was probably thinking about was, you never know what kind of contracts these artists have signed. And it very well could be that, Madonna decided to take a break away from things, and she still has some contracts to fulfill. So it could be one of those situations where Madonna is basically saying, hey, I have to do this from a contractual standpoint. So we have to look at that as well. Is she being kind of forced, if you will, to, make do on some previous contracts that she probably has had. And then the other thing could be too financial. You just never know. Maybe she just want to say, hey, I want to go out and this is some opportunity to make more money. Now, I do think that she should take it slow. I do, because, these artists, if they haven't performed or been performing in such a long time, it's going to look kind of stiff. It's going to look like it's not together. You already have established artists out there who do, perform, and they still need to work out the kinks on their, the beginning parts of their world tours. So I'm going to assume that there'll be a lot of kinks for Madonna to work out. But can she do it? Absolutely. Is it something that she should do? I'm still on the fence about it. I'm not quite sure about a world tour, maybe a couple of dates here and there, but nothing, heavy. And if she's already saying that she has some health concerns, then there could be a lot of wear and tear on her body. And we don't want a repeat of something that happened some years ago. And I'm just going to leave it at that regarding another major pop star. We want to make sure, that, you're around, if you will. So I'm not quite sure what to take, and what to keep when it comes to this Madonna World Tour, but we shall see. Well, that's all that I have for you over here, the entertainment news for this week. You guys, thank you all for hanging out with me. And if you made it to this part of my commentary, then I think it's very appropriate to ask you guys to go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. Yes, and hang out with me over here. And I appreciate that you do. Also, remember over here, I believe in putting your behind where your heart desires to be. And whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, baby, remember, I love you, but God love you best. And I'm saying the same thing. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. And make sure while you're out there loving others, that if you're not getting the love back, you make sure that you're loving yourselves, okay? Yes, love hides a multitude of faults. Love is the more excellent way. Okay, you guys. Well, this is where I end it. And I want to say, I look forward to seeing you guys next video. And until then, take care of yourselves out there.